Litchfield was an important crossroad. People traveled to the courthouse and conducted market activities. Tapping Reeve arrived in 1772 with his wife to launch his practice in the busy Litchfield. In 1774, Aaron Burr, his brother-in-law, became the first student. His reputation then spread, and he officially built a school building in 1784. The school could hold 10 to 15 students per year. There were no entry requirements, and most students had formal college educations. Most law at the time was reading law. This is when an apprentice learned from an attorney for 3 years, then took the bar. Reeve didn't like this way of teaching, so he created a new way. There would be formal lessons over the course of 14 to 18 months. Lessons were grounded in legal ethics and would include husband and wife matters or matters of master and servant. The students would take notes in notebooks and would have access to the legal library present in the building. There would be weekly tests and moot court sessions to impress Reeve and later his successor, James Good. Reeve's way of teaching remains today as the main way of teaching law and was developed by schools like Yale and Harvard. There was a more democratic push that began after 1800 with the election of Thomas Jefferson. This movement threatened the school. In 1817, the Toleration Party took over Connecticut. This, plus the growing debate over slavery, contributed to reduced enrollment, especially after a peak of 55 students in 1813. The enrollment dropped, and dropped even more after Reeve retired in 1820, which died in 1823, and continuously downward in attendance with decreasing health from Good. In the end, 6 students remained when he closed the school in 1833. The closing was due to the reduced enrollment and partially due to competition from other schools, including William and Mary, Harvard, and Yale. Litchfield never incorporated, which, according to the dictionary, incorporated of a company or other organization formed into a legal corporation. If the school did incorporate, it would mean more funds and more teachers. It would help create a better support for the school. In the end, the school lasted from 1774 to 1833 and had at least 945 students enrolled over its time. Litchfield Law School has had lots of powerful students throughout the years, some of which became lawyers and politicians. In the end, 100 graduates were in the House of Representatives, 88 were appointed to the Senate, 6 joined the presidential cabinet, 2 were vice president, and 3 were Supreme Court justices. Henry Baldwin graduated from Yale in 1797. After he graduated, he studied under Reeve. He became the first Supreme Court justice to graduate from the law school, in which he was appointed in 1830 by Andrew Jackson. Levi Woodbury. He briefly studied in 1809. He was given the moniker Baby Judge when he was appointed to the New Hampshire legislature at age 27. He ended up as governor, senator, Secretary of Treasury, Secretary of the Navy, and U.S. Supreme Court in 1845 to 1851. John C. Colhoun was vice president under John Quincy Adams and under Andrew Jackson. He was a congressman and senator from South Carolina. He was Secretary of State and Secretary of War. Litchfield Law School was innovative, rich with history and legacy, packed with many important people, and an interesting place to learn about. But not all information can be found in one source. To learn more about the Litchfield Law School, visit the museum in modern-day Litchfield, see where the students learned and where Reeve lived, and more information about the topic. And a special thank you to the following organizations.